There you guys. Got a 10-minute rated game and a Sicilian against Sakin from Croatia. Okay, so I'm playing my favourite wing gambit. This is my current anti-Sicilian. And I'll see what my opponent does. The whole idea of this is that this pawn is there to prevent d4. I've just deflected that pawn away. I think I'm going to push forward and remove the tension. Also stops the knight from developing to its natural square there. And I still get to play d4 and get some control over the centre. Okay, I'm going to recapture with the bishop here. What that does is it pins the e-pawn now. So he can't play. If he plays that, I can capture his bishop, and only the king can recapture. So what's he looking at there? He's looking at the c-pawn. No troubles. Solidify the centre, and then we'll think about development. Okay. That's really weakening, isn't it? Could I put queen there? Not really. I've got queen here. Attack the bishop. That actually hangs that pawn. That's no good. Bishop here and attack the bishop. Yeah. I'm happy that he's done that. He's really weakening his king now. So this bishop's undefended, so this is a... Okay, so now I've got two developed pieces and a decent centre, and he's got a severely weakened king already by pushing the F, aka Freddy, aka forget about it. Don't push the F pawn. I have a check here with a fork on a pawn. So he'd have to play queen there to defend the pawn. This guy's still pinned, so if I capture, he's going to capture with either the g-pawn or the knight. Either way, he's going to end up with an isolated pawn. No, he's not. He can't. What's that? Is he preventing this idea? Okay. It's tempting to try and capture there. I think I want to just complete development, get my knights into the game, castle my king, and then try and exploit this. But I don't have a light squared bishop anymore. Let's castle now. Okay, well that simplifies matters now, because now he doesn't have the option of recapturing the knight. It's going to have to be one of his pawns. And if this pawn, the knight's defended by the bishop, this pawn, I'll take the bishop out and then his castling dreams are gone. Okay, so we're really opening things up here. Let's play, my first thought is rook e1, but I've got 8 minutes 22. So let's not rush. There's a hanging pawn here with two other adjacent undefended pieces, so it'd be rude not to do that. We also have a check square there as well, so I've got many options. Many options. And I have rook e1 check. Just ask my opponent if he wants to play 3 games. Let's make a video out of it. It's interesting to look at the timings when somebody plays their opening moves in 1, 2, 3 seconds flat and ends up in a tricky situation. he says his set are rated by accident. Okay, now, oh yeah, the knight's not actually hanging, and now he's defended his pawn. So he's found a decent move there. Still have a check, which he could block with a rook. Let's bring this knight out. Look at this pawn here. Oh, he's defended the pawn as well. See, now he's finding some good moves after he's got himself into an unpleasant situation. Okay, but game on. Nevertheless. Now he's playing chess. Let's do it. Okay, I'm just going to retreat the queen. And tie everything together. Now everything's defended. Rooks are paired. King's got his pawns. He's got his defensive knight. I have this now as an option. So this, if king moves, now I've got two attackers on that pawn, haven't I? Okay, queen's blocked. Ha! Undefended pawn there. But let's just cheekily go after the pawn. In fact, that pawn's not really very important, is it? Ah, he's defended again. Good move. Does undefend that pawn though. Is that a risk? Can he move this knight with a threat? I don't think so. And plus, as a now, I spot great danger. Did you just spot that? I haven't got that because knight takes. Curses. Okay, I'm going to have to retreat. And he's grabbed a pawn. Okay. So that's what I wanted to do with my knight, but doesn't that drop material and that renews this threat? Okay. There's no check from the queen there. And there is still the threat of the fork, the royal fork. King and queen. Lined up. This comes with check and defends the knight. Okay, so we're up a knight. That rook's now undefended. He's defended this pawn and blocked the check. Now I'm happy to exchange queens. And if we do, look, now it's king and rook trade. Ha! Now I attack the rook. So, okay. Let's get that. Now again, queens are facing off. It's all getting sharp. All getting sharp, guys. I have a check. My pawns are a bit scattered, but I'm up a knight. Need to make that count. What's he trying to do? Double up on the H file, yeah? Okay, so rook here, and now rook here. Got two defenders on that. This pawn's no threat, I can take it out. Likewise this pawn, no matter where it goes. Okay, so now my idea is probably rook d1 and quarantine the king in that side of the board. However, he has 2 pawns here that I have to concern myself with. Shall be cheeky. Check. Eliminate a pawn. Can always drop back. Well, in fact, I have to drop back, really. Okay, my knight probably wants to come to here. That's fine. I now have this, actually. Alright, now here's a fork on king. I thought I dropped something then. Okay, attacking a rook. Fork. Okay. Right, now we are a bit happier. Still worth defending pawns, you see. Okay, I see a tactic. Rook here, king moves, take the pawn. That can't recapture because rook takes rook. And that's the difference between, 1450 and 1050, really. It's just the speed of being able to see these things. Doesn't mean I can always see them. Sometimes I can complete muggle. Alright, now, am I in danger here of king there, rook there, checkmate? Yeah, kinda. So I'm going to play my rook to here and propose an exchange. Right, so he's got his rook behind his other pawn. This pawn's actually hanging, so I'm going to... What was that? Okay. Right, let's have another go. Queen there. Going to try and remember the Benko Gambit, but how does it blooming go? Here, pawn pushes, then here, try and get him to take, and then here. Yes! The Benko Gambit fully accepted. There we go. So you can see a similar thing to the Sicilian here, which is kind of interesting. I've given up these pawns and got my bishop out to here. Now again pinning his e-pawn. Alright, so he's defending this. I think the moves are to fianchetto, d6 and knight there. Look at me, remembering theory. Alright, let's push d6 now. Oh, he swapped off. Ah, I missed it. You see, that's happened to me before as well. If they move the e-pawn, you have to swap off and take away the casting rights if you can. Okay, well, we'll carry on with plan A. Look at, again, he's knocking out his moves in moments. Where does my knight want to go? Does it want to come back here? Or does it want to go into enemy territory? So he might do something stupid like move his queen there and then I can fork it. We know that forks can be a soft spot. Apparently my knight isn't welcome. This pawn's undefended. Queen here's an idea. I'd like to put another attacker on that pawn somehow. Also got potentially dangerous fianchetto bishop. I can simply take the pawn. And I'll take the pawn, knight takes knight, I get rook. No, it doesn't really help matters, does it? But I have got ideas about winning this rook at some point. If I do win the rook... Nah. No, nothing going. I think I can win a pawn this way though. Then if he wants to trade rooks he can do. And we are equal in material. Now the rook is gone. And no one's got anything on the queen side. Nothing. Go away. I might put my knight there. I might put my knight here. That's a nice square. He's playing his opening very quickly. He's now deep into the middle game. And he's only used a minute. I don't think that's ideal. This knight is tied to the defence of that. This is what you've got to be doing. You've got to be talking to yourself all the time. I've got two knights attacking that now. And my bishop is now attacking this knight. We might trade queens. That's fine. Didn't actually see that. Okay, and recapture there. So I'm a pawn up. Was a pawn up. Was. Momentarily. For one glorious second. I was a pawn up. Got a knight here, ideas. I can't go there with my rook because of that pesky knight. Okay, but now I think it's time to think about trapping the bishop if we can and entomb him in these squares. So I've got like h6, then g5. Okay, that kind of does me a favour. Because now I'm going to pretend to attack this pawn. But it's defended by my rook. But it isn't. Because I've got a back rank mate now. You've moved your knight. You didn't want to do that. So, I mean, basically that pawn is mine for free. The knight can't defend it. It's on the wrong colour. Right, so the knight in any move is only going to move. Aha, you see? That's the problem. Now I'm rich in pawns now. I have an extra D pawn. I shall call him Dave. There you go. I'm going to push that. The bishop has to retreat now. Now, if I push that, yeah, the knight runs away. I have that, and the bishop is actually trapped, isn't it? Knight can't go there or there because it gets gobbled up. Knight's going to have to go there or there. So that's out. Out, 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 out. King and rook are guarding them. Wherever the knight goes, I've got g5. The bishop's trapped and is going to have to be a desperado. So he's just going to have to capture something and try and mess my stuff up. But that actually drops the whole knight. And there's still a threat of this. 7 minutes on the clock, my friend. What have you gone there? Okay, is there a reason? Okay, right, let's put the bishop here and just solidify things while we take our breath. Rook's stuck now, that rook... Ah, okay. Right. I have a check if I want it. King goes in the corner. Might be ideas there. So maybe like check here. In there, knight in, attacks the rook. Right, that's actually a problem. So he's thinking, if he takes my rook I can swap off, but I have bishop here. And now I've got two attackers on the rook. The only way to defend would be like an X-ray defense, but that fails because bishop takes bishop. Okay, resignation. Let's do a rematch. Yes. Best of three, in a way. Okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Alekhine defense. Okay. Right. So I think the correct move is probably just that. And then grab the center. Okay, let's harass the knight. I think he should have brought out his other knight. drop back, ideas of queen to here or here, with some wayward queen style stuff. This threatens mate there. Well, it's not quite mate actually. And also attacks the pawn. And I'm ahead in development, you can see. He can't play this. G6 is not good because I've got... Oh, it doesn't come with check though, actually. But he's going to have to move his rook. Or push forget about it, mate. Don't play that. Alright. I have another check here, but that simply invites bishop d7 or c6. So nah. But his king side is somewhat in a state of disrepair. I'm just going to retreat my queen. This pawn is safe for now. I want to develop my knight, get my king safe. Okay, develop my knight, protect this pawn. Then it's time to castle. So I think I'm thinking quicker and he's playing quicker. It's not ideal. I could push that. The bishop's still defending b2. And that drops a piece. Right. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to castle. I do have this, but then he's... Oh, he hasn't got bishop takes. That's okay. Right, so he's actually up a pawn. You're up a pawn. You're up a pawn, but... Look at the state of these little pawnies. Now, whatever happens, I think I've got two attackers on the c7 pawn, haven't I? Ooh, he's resolved this problem by opening up the board even more. So I have rook e1, which pins this against the king. Now it hasn't pinned it against the king, so now I need to do something with my bishop. I'm just going to push it here, I think. Got to worry about this guy, because now that pawn is undefended, so maybe my knight... Ooh. Pushy pawn style. Now what I want to do, don't tell him, I want to put my bishop here and skewer the queen and the thing, but that's what he wants to do, doesn't it? You rotter. You cad. You're a cad, sir, and a bounder. Okay, two attackers on there. He's got three defenders. How do I prevent this? I'm going to have to move my queen. Can't move it there because that actually comes with the discovered attack by the bishop. Can I move it here? Pawn there? Back? Pawn there? I don't know. Let's find out. He's in a pushing pawn mood, so let's let him. How do I get... Can I get a 9-knight looking at that? Like this. And then bishop there. Or... I think that might work. Potentially. Let's see what he's going to do around this. He can't press that because... Oh, no, he can. There I can retreat. I can... Oof. Now if he pushes that one, I've got this. So now what are you going to do? Cheeky boy. You're going to hit my bishop. Is it? Okay. I'm looking at that, but it's not happening. Okay, I can go there, but then is he going to come and hit my knight again? I'm going all the way home. I don't like it, I'm going home. Alright. Oh. Okay, so he's looking at this clearly, isn't he? And a fork. C3 is imminent. I'd like to put my bishop there now. Queen can't take because knight's defending temporarily, but look at his pawns. Okay, two defenders. Feeling like I just want to play that. Just to neutralise the potential threat of that bishop at some point. I feel like that's coming. This is still defended at the moment, so I don't need to worry too much. If I play this and he pushes, that's really bad news. So we can't do that. Yeah, I'm going to play that. There's knight can't go there. Okay, you're looking at my queen, are you? Whew. It's okay. I have a square. There's none of this. He's a live one, this guy, but 2 attackers on there now. This pawn hangs. I'm going to take it. Bishop's now actually pinned as well. I've got 3 attackers on this pawn now. Knight's now attacking that. Ooh! Ooh! Now my knight's pinned. 2 attackers, 2 defenders. We are okay temporarily, but that's better. That solves a lot of issues. Now I've got 3 defenders. And he's resigned again. Good game. Alright, so there you go, guys. 3 fun games. I need to catch my breath now. Thanks to my opponent. Thanks, Zakin. Enjoyed that. Yeah, all good stuff. Hope you've enjoyed watching as well. I need to sit down. Well, I am sitting down. I need to breathe and shut my eyes. Alright, thanks for watching. See you later.